Blur your background. Welcome to another brand spanking new episode of the Back and Now podcast. We are here, your hosts, Akil and Casey, repping North Carolina and T Dot and Trinidadian Canadian spin on tings, not things, tings.
Oh, good.
How are you today, Casey?
I'm feeling good, feeling great, cuz. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good too, sir.
As Cal is saying right now while he's running around these streets, God did. God
God, God,
did.
God, did.
Just random. Yeah, man. Another episode. This is great. I'm hyped, man. Saw a movie, Jordan Peele. We're gonna review that. MCU had their whole thing at what is that thing called in San Diego?
San Diego Comic Con. So we had
Yeah, a lot of trailers happened.
all types of trailers.
What you drinking over there? Stella?
Is that Stella?
Nice.
Bet your ass it is.
I got my mic hooked up so I could, no hands. You know what I mean? Just no holding nothing. Right there, right here with me.
It's dark in here, man. It's like I'm in the cave.
You got Stella. I got this right here. Some writer's tears. That's what I'm about to have. Some writer's tears right there.
The Back in Now podcast does not promote alcoholism
No.
or drinking in no way, shape, or form. Drink.
But it's Sunday.
You got to turn that water into wine somewhere.
Exactly, you know. And this is Carnival Week right here in the city, so you gotta wine and wine. Water into wine and then wine.
Is it Carnival Week? The last week in July, right? Right before.
Yeah. Right now. This week, all the parties are happening. All the things is coming out with these shorts and the whining and thing. So it's a big week. Ducking work, all kind of thing. People calling in sick.
I'm gonna share my screen real quick because I want to show you a game I've been playing. Live Alive, Casey. You see it?
Yeah, I've been hearing about this.
Let me paint a picture for you, okay?
Paint that picture. Get the brushes out.
I'm playing as this one character. He's a fighter. There's 6 different people I have to fight. And you know how in Mega Man you choose like the different bosses you're gonna fight?
Yeah.
It's like that. So I choose a different boss and I'm fighting them. And as that person's hitting me, I learn his moves, Casey.
Okay.
So I have to strategically survive the fight so I can learn all his moves and then turn around and use it against him. So bam, I take that person out. I got 5 more to go. I fight the next person. Guess what, Casey? The moves I just learned, that's Homeboy's weakness who I'm fighting right now. But I don't want to kill him too quick, Casey, because I want to learn that person's moves real quick. So I do that 4 more times. Take out the boss. Guess what, Casey?
Yeah.
That was just a tutorial. We in the game now for real, son. And that's just one story I told you. Out of 7. Each game is different. And it's the perfect RPG where you could just pick up and play. You could be doing a chapter of a character's story, and you can say, man, I want to see what that gunslinger is up to. You can exit that story anytime and go into another character.
So it's a bunch of mini games, basically.
They all come together at the end. Like
nice.
You're building all each person separately, and then they're all going to come together.
This is exclusively on the Nintendo Switch?
As of now, yes.
So it came out on Super Nintendo in 1994. Live Alive is a 1994 role-playing video game developed and published by Square for the Super Famicom. Yeah, so I might have to ski mask this.
All right, Case, you trying to watch some trailers?
I'm trying to talk to you about something that you did last week on Friday. Congratulations, cuz.
What you trying to do?
You finally got the cojones to get up on that stage. Let's talk about it.
The rumors are true. Yes, I am officially. I can say officially now because I didn't want to say it until I hit the stage. A stand-up comedian.
Even though your height, makes you look like you're still sitting down. But you are, in fact, now a stand-up comedian.
I am, in fact, standing up. Okay?
Yes. Don't be fooled, people. He is not sitting. But congrats. Congrats. That's great. How did you feel before and after? Before you were overthinking it, right? You were thinking.
Yeah, before I was overthinking it. And then I watched the Patrice O'Neal video. That's one of my idols I look up to is Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah, and man.
He said that you're a really good comedian, when half the audience is laughing and then the other half is mortified.
Yes.
And that's the reaction I had. I had this one Karen red, son.
Looking like a. Go ahead.
Because I set the joke up. I was picking on millennials and how millennials love participation trophies. She was all for it. She laughed, ha ha, y'all millennials suck. Then I hit her with that punchline. You Southern whites have participation trophies all over your states. You just call them Confederate statues. She didn't like that, boss. He didn't like the black crowd was like, this nigga good. Ha ha. They laughing. Face was red. I loved it. I loved it.
Oh, there you go. That's it. That's
what comedy's about right there.
Exactly. That's great. Don't give everybody your jokes right now, though. You know, you're gonna be on stage in not next week, the week after. When you come?
This coming Friday, I'll be back.
Okay. That's what's up, man. That's good. Keep going.
Because that's what the streets need, son.
I've been told you have the jokes. You know what I mean? You're just a naturally funny person. So I was like, just go on stage and do that. Like, don't even. Maybe next time, just go if you're nervous. Just look at the same direction the stage is looking at you, like with your back turned to them, and just say your jokes if you're that nervous. You know what I mean? But just go on.
I like crowd work. I'm a student of Andrew Schultz too, man. I like the crowd work.
Yeah. Andrew's the next level to this shit, you know.
He's next level crowd work.
Kevin Hart was another blueprint that people can learn from, and Andrew Schultz is the newer version of the blueprint of what comedians or even entertainers or people should learn from. Like just putting shit online, keep consistent, keep going. But Andrew said when he was doing 12 shows a week, just getting busy. He'd be doing 2 a night. Yeah, he was doing 2 a night, like 5 days a week, and then on the weekends he would do 1, 2. So it'd be like 12 shows.
That's New York, though. You just walk left and right, like okay.
Yeah, college club everywhere.
Yeah, can't do that here. I'm like, I gotta go to Durham. I gotta drive all the way to Greensboro. Drive all the way to Charlotte. Now.
Yeah, but you got your foot wet now. You feel it. You see, it's not as hard as it looks. You know, so
it's still hard, bro. I saw some stinkers.
There's always gonna be that.
They have some stinkers out there.
Yeah, there'll be days when you do the stinker too. So don't worry, it's coming.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Jordan has
look who it is. What's popping?
Not much.
Don't he look like homeboy from Bridgerton?
Huh?
Don't he look like homeboy from Bridgerton?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, man.
You're a mix of the dude from Bridgerton and Jurassic World. You know the guy who was in the bubble?
One I get a lot is light-skinned Tommy Davidson.
I used to get Tommy Davidson, then I got fat, so now I'm just fat Carlton Banks.
I'm bad with names, so I'm Googling that Davidson. Who the fuck is...
Yeah, you know Tommy Davidson.
I'm a man by face, yo. I know people by face, you know. Let me see.
That's some shit.
Okay, from Martin. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
In Living Color, legend. All right.
So Jordan, how did I do on stage last week? You were there.
We were just talking about that.
It was good. It was good.
Am
I gonna elaborate? No.
Yeah, there you go. You got a lot of work to do. That's all good. It was good, not great.
It was good. Did you mention off the bat that it was your first time?
No.
Doing it? You didn't do that, and yet you still had a good set. An easy way to have a good set is just mention, "Oh, this is my first set," and everybody goes, "Woo, yeah!" But you didn't do that, and yet still did well. That's what I remembered about it.
Oh, you're talking about at the live show, at the show.
Yeah, they didn't mention shit. They're just like, his name's Akil.
Yep. Get up there. Yeah. But no,
did they have that big hook at the side of the stage just in case he sucks? And
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for
you saw the looming shadow of a hook coming over you? Huh?
I didn't get swept off stage, man. I did okay.
Good. That's great. That's great.
And it was in front of like what, 60, 70 people too. So a little nerve-wracking.
Nice. Yeah.
It went well.
Akil's like, I did not look at anybody.
I was looking at this little white woman. I had mortified because I was talking about participation trophies and the Confederate, statues being participation trophies. She did not like that shit. She did not like that joke. Yeah. She just looked at me like, this nigga balls on them. Good. This old black man shook my hand at the end, though, so I guess I did something right.
There you go.
So Jordan, how you doing?
So, I'm
first
great.
Time meeting you.
Yeah.
So you do comedy?
Yeah.
How long you been doing that?
About 4 years now.
4 years. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. And it's it's taken a while to get good, but it's cool. It's like going to the gym. You
Mhm.
see yourself. Sometimes you'll be like, what am I doing? But then every like 2-3 months or so, you feel that leveling up. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, that's why I do it. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good, man. Yeah, it's consistency with that is important. Do you feel like if you took a break off for a little while, you would lose
I would
like
lose
riding the bike? Yeah.
Yeah. Some people, they retain it and, they stay out of the gym. They kind of don't hone it as much.
Yeah.
And they're fine. I think I'm one of those people who has to always be on the ball. And if I get out of rhythm, it's gone.
Wow. Yeah.
I try to never lose it, basically.
Like my thing is, I'm trying to do every other week, just to stay consistent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because if they see me there every week, plus I don't want to do the same set. I'm gonna change my set every time I go up there.
That sucks when you see people again and you're like, but your jokes are the exact same. Yeah.
Yep.
I hate that feeling.
But is it for the other comedians or is it for the crowd? Is it always a different crowd or is it the same crowd?
Depends on the place. Sometimes it's a different crowd. Sometimes it's half of them are the same, and you kind of have to do the same stuff, but for the other half.
Yeah.
And just kind of ignore the people who are looking at you with like,
Yeah, because it's like, how do you build up to an hour if you never really, if you're always changing your setup?
Right. But
I look at it like at 5 minutes at a time, and like, okay, let me refine this 5, and I'm going to refine the next 5, and just do it in 5-minute increments until it builds up to an hour. But I'm not sure if that's the best process. I don't know. You know more than me.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I just look at like I'm looking at like the Bill Burr's the top guy, so it's a different thing. But when they do their things like a Chappelle, they'll have like a little bit of a foreshadowing in the beginning of the 10-15 minutes, and then at the end, that's when they drop something that had to do with the stuff they were talking about at the beginning.
Right, I realize just how masterful it is. Like, oh, it connects.
Yeah, that whole hour and some, right? But like if you're just doing separate 5 minutes, how do you piece that whole thing together? Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I'm not a comedian.
I do. It's
magic
hard
to me.
It's hard to say because I've done it for a couple of years, but I can't even begin to comment on guys who've been doing it for decades.
Yeah,
30 years plus. Like Bill Burr, Chappelle, they're like Charizard. I'm like Charmeleon. Just like trying to level up, almost. They're kind of getting pissed. But like, I don't know, got many years left.
Yeah. What do you
let's talk about the main thing at hand, though. So, what did y'all think of Nope?
You want to get into that now?
Okay. They got a lot of trailers that came out, and I wanted to go over.
Yeah,
good trailers. There were some good trailers.
Yeah, we had a lot of trailers.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and let me pull that up. Boom. Let's do She-Hulk first.
Yes, let's get into She-Hulk first.
Don't mind this trailer for
I'm getting that game day one. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, it gets Dead Space feels. Now
it's the creator of Dead Space.
I'm not sure if you could hear the sound, but I don't want us to get flagged, so we could just talk.
Yeah. Let me just get the visuals.
Yeah, we just need visuals so we can.
I know it's a comedy style based show, first of its kind with the MCU.
What I like in this trailer, she does break the fourth wall at one point.
Okay.
And I was just like, okay, I see you pulling a Deadpool.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Does that as well.
That'd be very interesting to see what happens with her and Deadpool together.
Yeah, because Deadpool's slated for, they said possibly Phase 6.
Oh, okay. They'll probably sneak him in somewhere because I'm sure they could finish his movie.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since
they already have a director and everything. I'm still not sold on this new like comical, intelligent Hulk.
Yeah, see, with the MCU, the special effects tend to be on point most of the time, but Hulk's the one guy who always looks a little fake.
Yeah,
and right here he looks just a little bit fake.
So what's going on in this trailer, Casey, is she breaks the fourth wall right there. She's talking to the audience. What's going on in this trailer is she's going to be the attorney for the Abomination, and she's trying to get out of it. She's like, look, this guy tried to kill my cousin. I'm not sure if I'm, the right, choice to be defending him in court. And then the last stinger at the end, bruh. Who's my favorite superhero, Casey?
Who is it? Kite Man? Was it Kite Man?
Dick him down, Daredevil. The man can't see, but he can feel and he can smell.
Okay.
And that's what Daredevil's about to do. I'm gonna show you.
He's gonna do all that, eh?
He's gonna do all of that. He's gonna be sniffing, fighting. Green Coochie. He's like, Green Coochie.
I'm trying to see when this comes out. Let me see. It's not far away.
I think the 17th.
Yeah, it's right around the corner.
Yeah, so there he is.
Long.
That's like me defending somebody that tried to kill you, Casey. Like, yo, I know you tried to kill Casey, but money is money. I'm green. You got green.
Oh, Wong's in here too. That's dope.
All right, they said the next big thing, so I'm just like, is the Thing gonna make an appearance in this show?
That'd be cool.
That's word on the street.
We're getting into this space of anxiety in these shows though, because I think it's hard for people to enjoy the actual work that's been done because we're in this place of anticipation for what's coming next. So like we could just enjoy this show. Why do we have to have all these other guys thrown in it? Now I'm not going to see the Thing. I'm not going to see the Thing. Every episode it's going to be in my mind like, oh, the Thing might pop up. And if he doesn't, I'm like, okay, they could have fit him in there. They'll lose something.
Let me show you this last scene, man. This scene right here sold it for me. August 17th. Look at that. With the red and yellow.
Okay.
Okay, now I want to see it.
All right.
I bet that's all he does. And he's like, adios, amigo. And he's gone.
All right, last trailer we're going to do is Black Panther. This one had everybody in their feels.
Mm-hmm.
Except me, because your boy is heartless.
This one I watched last night. Bob Marley. Classic.
Yeah, they got Tim's singing, doing the rendition of it for this. Look, man, this is gonna be just like Fast and Furious. We're gonna get a 1 hour tribute. I miss that nigga T'Challa. It's gonna be an hour of that.
Which is how else are they gonna do it though? What do you want them to do? 3D Chad?
Are they gonna kill him off screen?
Bring his dead body out and put him on some things like that old guy in that old movie where he's just
he gonna run into the battlefield talking about some Wakanda forever and then die off screen.
Or they can recreate him like Rogue One did with Carrie Fisher, and it's just off-putting, uncanny valley.
Yeah, nah, man. This is the best thing they could do.
Let me get my Dr. Umar on. So Namor is Hispanic. All right, you feel me? And he's underwater. So technically, his back is wet. You see where I'm going here?
Sheesh. And none of these black people want to go in the water.
None of black people want to go in the water because the water's dangerous.
They are staying away. Look at her. She'd rather be beside fire than be in that water. Can't swim for shit.
Look at the wet back. Is the back wet? Is the back not wet?
It's soaked.
The back is soaked.
It's not
bodied in water.
True.
It's not racism when it's source material.
Look at this guy's looking at the water like, I ain't going in. I ain't going in. She's like, I ain't going in.
Black Panther can't swim. Cats can't swim. Black people can't swim.
Exactly.
See what they did right there, Casey?
Yeah. Vibranium's heavy.
And black people can't swim.
Yeah. Vibranium is heavy. I ain't going in.
Vibranium, it looks light, but we don't know how it act. Look at that. Wet back.
He jumped off the boat onto the thing. Now, Disney knows how to make a trailer, man. I gotta say, they are 10 for 10 for their trailer quality. Their shows may have been lacking a bit, but their trailers have been just Disney as a whole, from Star Wars to everything. Like, their trailers have been just knocking
If my
out the park.
Latino homies don't show up dressed up like Aztec warriors, I'm gonna be disappointed.
That'd be interesting, eh?
Because this is y'all's time, man. Like we're gonna wear our dashikis.
Mm-hmm.
You wear your Aztec warrior, and then white people, y'all gotta just sit this one out and enjoy. You could dress up like what's his name, Ross? What's that guy's name? The white man, the token white guy that they threw in the movie. What's his name? Like Everett or something? I don't know. He has such a
Ross.
Is it Ross? I don't.
Officer Ross or some shit.
His presence is just there so white people don't feel bad. They're like, see, we got somebody to look at.
Mm-hmm.
This about to be Rome.
That's what I enjoyed about seeing Nope, was that my theater was mostly just pleasant whites, and they were all watching politely, like they didn't want to criticize or anything. I like that.
I don't always like that though. I like that vibe, that energy. You know, when people are like, "Hey man, don't go in there." You know that
Yeah.
whole thing.
I had that hood energy, man.
Yeah, I like that hood energy sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But this Wakanda Forever looks like it's gonna be Romeo Must Die all over again, except instead of Asians, it's gonna be Mexicans and blacks in the theater. Like, oh, we got you. Ah! You know, both sides. I remember I saw Romeo Must Die in theaters. I almost had a race war in there. Shit was crazy. Some of them were my boys. I was like, yo, I might have to take you on, son.
Romeo Must Die was that heated, bro? I don't remember that shit.
In that theater.
I remember DMX doing a backflip with Timberlands on.
Ain't no way. The whole special effects budget went into that part right there, probably.
Yo, I didn't know that movie started a race war. I gotta watch that over again.
Hey man, it got tense in that theater. People were, yo, shit.
I just had my eyes focused on Aaliyah, man. I didn't even know we had race tension going on.
Kiss.
R.I.P. R.I.P. I don't know. I just feel like this is gonna be just like Fast and Furious. We're gonna have Wiz Khalifa come out. When I see you, they're gonna have some bullshit.
Oh, that vibe, eh?
Yeah, man. That's the vibe I'm getting, man. When I see you again.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Get it out.
The last like 5 minutes or the outro or the credits, watch. It's gonna be about a bunch of behind the scenes and Chadwick was my nigga. Chadwick was my nigga too. It's gonna be a minute of Chadwick was my nigga too.
I just watched the Martin reunion episode, so that got me like, you know,
Tommy was my nigga too.
Yeah, you know, so I just saw that.
Yeah,
so
man.
I'm in that vibe, like I can deal with that. You know, I like that because I just watched something like that. So, but nah, I
just want Dr. Doom to show up at the end, man. Just give me Dr. Doom.
My fantasy comic book football thing is that Neymar comes, he's an anti-villain dude anyways, right? So they're beefing for a little bit, and then they're like, yo, who's the dude in the green hood though? And then that's when we get the real bad guy and we get shit really going in the movie. That's my fantasy hopes of this comic book.
Now,
movie.
if this Namor doesn't meet Sue Storm later on and not try to sleep with her, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Because you know Black Panther gets his rocks off kind of.
Everybody gets their rocks off on Sue Storm. You know?
I was watching the original Fantastic Four cartoon on Disney Plus. They be just throwing her around like guys are drugging her and shit. I was like, yo, these old school cartoons were wild. They were some wild boys. Those right.
That's why she would turn invisible.
Drugs, getting tied up by some old man who was making toys out of them, making the thing do evil shit. Things like I didn't do it. It was the toy. Like that shit, you can't get away with that in this day and age. Like these storylines, wild.
They were wild back then.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see what they do with Sue Storm nowadays.
She got to go invisible. These dudes trying to sexually assault her.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck this, I'm going invisible.
Yeah, that didn't help her in the comic.
And
like, still got you, bitch.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Come here.
You just come floating. and you're like, what is that? That's her. That is her.
Dude. The dude in the cartoon, he put an oxygen mask on. He's like, you stupid female, and he just gassed the room and she passed out.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, this no-name guy just got you like that.
Who wrote that shit in the 90s?
I've got you now. I'm like, oh my god. He's like, I hear footsteps. Yeah,
they were wild.
Was that it for the trailers?
Yeah, I think that's it. I think the moment of truth is here.
I think so.
Do you want to play a Nope trailer, or I think we're good?
Nah, it's all good, man. Let's just get straight into this thing, man. This movie by Jordan Peele, Nope. Y'all ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's do this.
Let me read off the synopsis real quick, because I don't think some people in the theater
niggas like reading.
And no spoilers, I'm assuming.
We could do a quick little no spoilers. You want to get right into it, Akil? How you feel?
I feel like if you ain't see it by now, Freddie, you ain't gonna see it. What Freddie's talking? Freddie, come to the mic, man. You back there talking shit. He ain't coming to the
Where's
mic.
he at?
I'm gonna wait till it comes out on streaming.
On bootleg. That's what you're doing.
Oh, bootleg.
Yeah.
You gotta watch the bootleg. You don't gotta be all proper. I'm gonna watch it on VOD. Nigga,
Support
no,
a black man. Jesus.
I'm gonna wait till I can buy it in the Bronx on Ford Road on the street.
Get the VHS from the Africans.
From the Africans. Yeah.
Hey, okay, it's supporting a black man some way, somehow. So it's all good.
Support black business, baby.
I support that black business. Yeah, right there. Yeah.
The small black businesses you
Gotta
looking
pay
out
for his
man.
visa.
Jordan Peele has enough money.
Let me get the synopsis off. Two siblings run a California horse ranch, discover something wonderful and sinister in the skies above, while the owner of an adjacent theme park tries to profit from the mysterious outer worldly phenomenon. Let's get into this, man.
Boring synopsis, Casey.
That was great. You're a hater. You know what? You got something. You know how people have oxygen in their blood and it makes them live? I kill you. Just got hate. It's just running through your veins.
Oxygen.
Just bubbling. You're like Vader in the tub, just bubbling and boiling with hate. Just waiting for the moment.
Hey, he's strong though. He's strong though.
Stronger than oxygen. That's
strong,
for sure.
That hate is strong.
Based on that synopsis, I would not want to watch it. It was a little dry, but the trailers.
I didn't write it.
Trailers are better because they show all the imagery and the cool cinematography.
Now that's the thing.
Stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This movie is a well shot film that we live in a day and age where something's either a masterpiece or it's trash. Ain't no middle ground. And to me, this movie falls in the middle. I thought it was a good movie. I didn't think it was a masterpiece. It's definitely not trash. They put a lot of work in this movie. It's a good movie. And when you go to like a Jordan Peele fan, you're like, yeah, the movie's good. Nigga, you ain't watch it with your third eye open. Did you not watch the research YouTube video and the other 5 other YouTube videos and then read these 11 articles to understand what he meant in the film? Nigga, no, I'm not doing all this extra homework. If I gotta do all this additional homework to understand the movie for it to justify my enjoyment, and it's doing too much. Like Tenet. Tenet was one of those films where people are like, nah, bro, you gotta read this damn thesis.
Right. There's like
you understand the film. Like, no.
Jordan, how you feel about it?
I think of the 3 that Peele's made, this is the weakest.
Agree.
Why is it the weakest? I'm not going to get into spoilers. We can, but it's the reason why it's not a good movie is for the exact opposite reason that Jaws was such a good movie back in the day. Jaws was a great movie because you feel the presence of the shark, all that, but you never see it. You never see it. You only see it at the very end, and that's why the movie works so well. Monsters and movies are like dicks because you should not. The less you see of them, the better. You shouldn't see them. You should know they're there, but never see them. This guy really.
How dare you assume the gender of this monster?
I did while I was watching this. Not gonna lie.
I saw some coochie. It looked like a giant white coochie. I'll get into
and hold on, don't spoil, because what you just described is actually the best part of the movie. What you just said. And we're no spoilers. But
we're gonna get into it after
we don't get into spoilers. Don't worry, in due time.
In 3 more minutes.
Let's actually talk about it. But that same coochie stuff, it was strange. It made you just think, huh? I heard a couple people in my theater go, huh? And that I thought was the highlight of the movie. And it never really topped that, unfortunately.
I just kept searching for a deeper meaning. Like I was looking at the symbolism. There's a subplot with a chimpanzee that's way more interesting than the actual movie. I was like, bring the chimp back. What's going on with the monkey? The monkey story was dope. And I understood where it was going metaphorically with what the monkey had going on and how it related to the spaceship. But you could take that whole monkey subplot out and still have the same movie.
And the themes of it make sense, but you kind of have to do some, like you said before, some college thesis reading between the lines type shit, and it doesn't really it doesn't really work as well as Us or Get Out.
Like this movie, okay, so like in the beginning, they're telling a story about this like unsung hero, this black man who rode the horse, and they show that in the trailer, and that's like the premise of their business is built upon that. And I thought it would have had like a deeper meaning, but to me, it was just a family that was hit with tragedy. Now they're trying to clout chase,
right?
For whatever reason, they're clout chasing.
And they come across an Asian guy who is also clout chasing. And
I'm gonna give my thoughts on the movie now.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was written on the higher scale than anything he's done before, and I think it was filmed in a higher scale than it was than he's done before. I know his first movie is a classic. It has great scenes of the tear falling, the dude dropping. It has iconic scenes that can't be messed with at all. But this one, it's divisive, of course, which it should be. But this is him at his best, going upwards, at least I feel, in his filmmaking. I think that this paid a lot of tribute to Jaws and other older movies like that. It gave that feel. It honestly gave a grand feel to it, even though it was in like the dirt area of California, further away from Hollywood. You know what I mean? It wasn't in like the prime area of the place, making it look big city, but it still looked grand. The night shots were amazing. I've never seen a movie done like this before. Whoever the cinematographer is, he absolutely murdered this because it felt like nighttime. And I'm going to get into more of what I think the narrative took its way, the route that it took and why it took it that route in spoilers. But I will say this is a must see in theaters. And he uses the fact that you've watched his previous two movies before doing this to build tension and to build the characters in a dope way and to use specific actors in a phenomenal way. So I highly recommend seeing this. I really enjoyed it.
Casey really enjoyed it. I say wait until November 22nd and watch it on Peacock.
Watch this on a big screen. If you could see it in IMAX, watch it in IMAX.
Yeah, that's true.
It's shot well.
It's not perfect though. It has its problems where you could walk away and be like, why the hell? If not, obviously it's a movie, but
here's my take. Okay, it's shot very well, but is the payoff worth it? To me, not. Like when I saw that last, what movie was it? It was the last Mission Impossible in IMAX.
Yeah,
great. Especially the scene where like Tom Cruise is falling and he's getting hit by lightning and shit. Amazing. This movie, yeah, it's shot really well, but the payoff with the creature, it ain't worth it to me, man. It ain't worth it to me.
I hear you.
The payoff of the creature.
See, and the thing that I had a problem with is that with the creature, it doesn't
speak into the mic.
Yeah, with the ultimate threat, it never really escalates in scale. You've got one entity and that's it. Whereas if you're dealing with an alien civilization, wouldn't you think that there'd be more of them?
I think your issue with it right now is that we've seen so many different types of space movies and alien movies and like that type of thing. So our minds want to see more and be answered for more. But if I think, if I'm right, what the linear thread is of this movie, they did enough and they showed more than enough to be able to tell the story that they were trying to tell.
I'm tired of talking vaguely, so let's give a score and get into spoilers. I give it a 7 out of 10.
6.
I give it a 9. I give it a 9, and this is a movie of the summer that you should watch.
Nah, you're wrong.
You're wrong. I'm allowed to be wrong.
9 upside down.
This guy said nope.
Nope.
Yeah, this is Discord, man. We're allowed to have our own opinion and be wrong.
Yeah, we all have,
and we will see. This is the type of movie that women and guys are gonna dissect on the internet, and they might reveal the things that I've seen, or they might not. And it might be later you go back and watch it and be like, okay, I see what they're talking about now. You know, so we'll see. This ain't something you just judge quick.
Spoiler warnings. We're 34 minutes into the pod.
We are.
Spoiler warnings. We're going to jump into spoilers. I'm going to start first of what I thought, then Jordan, then Casey. So I took this movie as like a love letter to the people behind the scenes. They made sure to show Daniel Kaluuya's character with the crew jacket on, and that you know, he comes from a lineage of like unsung heroes who've been doing a lot for Hollywood, and then the creature is metaphorically Hollywood. It'll eat you up and just shit you out because that's what Hollywood does. Like, it eat you up and shit you out. And all these people are obsessed with the spectacle of Hollywood. That's why they're looking at it. They're like, oh, I want to be part of it. Oh, and the filmmaker, why he dies at the end, the white guy that they hired, the bad guy from The Crow, like, he wanted to die for his art, and he wanted to get the best possible picture of it, which would be him getting sucked into the actual creature and filming that. So I like to believe that his footage would be found eventually, but I don't know. That's how I took the movie. I took it as, you know, metaphorically, the people that are often not looked at, like the crew members. This was like their time to shine. I didn't think the character died. There's some theories that, you know, where they show you Daniel Kaluuya's character at the end, and it says like down yonder or on yonder or whatever, that might be a mirage or something. I didn't think his character died. I thought he survived at the end. That was my take. I thought that, you know, that possibly happened.
See, the cameraman, I don't remember his name. I didn't like it because when he gets sucked up into it and, you know, he's trying to go for the perfect shot, I didn't have a suspicion that was going to happen. When that happened, it should have felt like, oh, we don't want this to happen, but we know it's going to, based on foreshadowing. Kind of like Quint, the guy from Jaws. With him, he dies at the end, and when he dies, it's because he's trying to go all Moby Dick, and he's all obsessed, and then he ends up getting bitten in half and shit. And when it happens, you know it was foreshadowed. It felt right. Whereas with this guy, he went and he started filming, and I was like, why would you do that? Like, no, stop. And then he got sucked up into a vagina.
Look, let me turn my third eye on. The monster is a Kardashian. Okay. Now, if you look at it, the Kardashian, that glorious coochie gonna take you in and spit you out. You ain't gonna be the same after you've been Kardashianized. So the key is to not look at them Kardashians and keep it moving. That's why they're like, black man, don't you look at that Kardashian. Keep moving from that coochie monster.
Is attention worth the trauma?
Coochie with a K.
Yeah, coochie with a K, because, you know.
Is attention worth the trauma?
You said
is attention worth the trauma? Like being a celebrity, being a star, being a Kardashian. Look what it done to man's. Like, drove him crazy. Mm-hmm. Getting this attention, looking at this thing at the beginning of this movie, the title screen is going and it's coming out of a square, and you're like, I was looking like, what the hell is that we're coming out of? And it was the monster, right? So like, I think he's talking about like attention and it being kind of a monster, and you got to be easy in how you approach it. I think this movie was great because the story, they did all the well executed, all the stuff at the beginning of what could how it happens at the end, like with the well taking the picture, the dad overshadowing the son and the daughter to the point where the son just took all the attention and put the hat on and became invisible just to do with his superstar dad on a white horse, clean hat, clean clothes. The son was all mashed up, having to do all the hard work just to let his sister get out of that and be a free spirit. The actor who they chose to be the free spirit, Kiki, she did an amazing job acting because the role was written, it felt like it was written for her personality, and it brought out the most out of her personality, from the abuse that you could see when she's driving back after she found out her dad's dead. Then she comes back home and she's looking around. She's looking at the place. Like when she got home, she's looking like, oh man, this place. Like you could see it. Like she didn't want to come back, but her brother was there this whole time, taking the brute of all this. Dad, I'm the father. You guys listen to me. Bullshit. You know what I mean? Just sucking all the air out of their life. I thought they did a great job writing this. The director you guys were talking about, he said magic. He said this is the magic moment. This is the magic hour. That's like it showed the sun fly over a certain way when the beast was in the air, and he saw a magic hour. Like that's a time of the day when it's a perfect shot. So he was going for the perfect shot. I don't think he was trying to get sucked in, but he got lost in the
He trying to
sauce.
steal them black people's shine. He's like, I ain't gonna let these niggas get a good shot over me.
Yeah, it's California. It's the gold rush. It's the gold rush. They don't want to be like their father. They want to be like their great grandfather. You know what I mean? Like they want to be and get the props finally that their family deserves. That's what they're fighting for. The legacy that their family actually deserves. Because their great grandfather, was the one who got the first shot on the camera with the moving picture, and nobody gives them their props in real life. I bet you nobody even looked up to see who this guy was on the horse. Is that story even true? You know what I mean? Like, it's
true, but nobody knows his name.
There you go. So it's like they're trying to do that for the legacy, the props that they finally deserve. And then you got TMZ trying to come through and steal their shot. You got the director getting lost in the sauce trying to take their. Anybody in our day and age would try to monetize anything, even a monster floating in the sky. If there was somebody who tripped and fell into the subway, someone pull out their phone and try to. It's parallel with what is going on with our society right now, and what is a problem in our society right now. Carry on, guys.
So here's a problem that I had though. So Us, of his 3 movies, Us is personally my favorite. I don't know too many people who like it as much.
I enjoyed it,
but I
liked Us.
I enjoyed it.
Messages.
I think all 3 are great movies. Like he's on a level. He's on a level.
Yeah, he is. And this one, even though it's his weakest, it's still better than most movies out there.
Absolutely.
You know, it's still pretty damn good. But the reason why Us was so good is because it escalated in scale. Because when you first see it, you're like, oh, okay, it's a little home invasion thriller. A family's gonna be chased around by another family. Okay. Next thing you know, there's the white family, and they've got their doppelgangers too. And you're like, oh shit, how many doppelgangers are there? And then slowly you realize that it's the whole town, and then it's the whole fucking world. And you're like, whoa, this is a global thing. This has impact. It's big. And this movie, Nope, didn't do that.
And if it did the same thing, how would you have felt if it did the exact same ride of escalation?
I would say that he's a hack who's
exactly. So he can't go rock the same shoes twice. People are like, yo, we seen those shoes already, dog. Get out of here.
No, I'm not a hater. I do feel like Jordan Peele kind of stole my identity a little bit. You know, light-skinned dude who likes comedy and horror and is nerdy. Like that was me. That was supposed to be me.
So you got a personal vendetta.
Yeah. So
now,
let me talk about the chimpanzee, because I love that stuff. I love the
that was my audience thought you could hear people like you could hear the bated breath and like
man, that shit was good. And I took that metaphorically as that character was like, okay, I'm able to bond with this vicious chimpanzee.
Mm-hmm.
Surely I could bond with this creature in the sky. That's why he felt the need that defeated horses and
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
He's trying to get his own clout through that as well. He's
now
like,
you see the
already been through that before.
Yeah,
and it makes it even okay.
Go ahead.
It makes it even scarier that monkey thing that's based on a true story,
which
it didn't happen on a TV set, but that totally happened, and a real lady had her face look exactly like the lady in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now the parallel between the dude from The Walking Dead and our main character is one is a tame beast by his father. So if anybody knows how to catch a tame a beast, it's him. He understands the predator because he's been doing that his whole life for real. So he knows how to catch the horse. He's like, just chill back. Wait a minute. We'll see its pattern. You know, he caught the white horse. Remember, in the dark. I was like, what the hell? He is that beast. Like looking up, he's like, I know it. And I love the way his character was so shy and timid at first, holding the horse, you know, letting his sister take the light and talk. And then when he was like, nah, I'm going to do it, he put on the bright orange, took the hat off, showed off the fresh lineup. You know what I mean? He was like, if we getting a shot, I'm a shot.
you noticed all of that, Casey? The lineup?
Yeah, I noticed everything. And then he was riding, and he did something that nobody will probably give him props for. But that stunt that he did in that was like amazing, to be able to dodge a F-51 speed plane and then jump off and save the horse. Like that was amazing. And the fact that they caught that too was great, and then lost it in the air, but still amazing.
So here's my other
was great.
question: why did
This movie was
Coochie
great.
Monster become a squid? Was it like an evolved fish?
It's just
Is it even
showing
an
its
alien?
truth.
Is it evolved sea life?
I think it's a UFO is probably the easiest way to get around. Like it's just a disc basically, and so that's like its most effective form for travel. But its true form is like this big old butterfly vagina Pokemon.
Yeah. And plus, we put all this on a UFO. We don't know what a UFO actually is or looks like. We put all that on a UFO. So
yeah.
Because they showed you the guy from The Walking Dead and that whole crew getting like it looked like a vaginal canal they were going up.
That's from when I saw that, I was like, wait, wasn't Jordan Peele supposed to do Akira? Because that's like one of my favorite anime movies I've watched. And that scene when they're being sucked in the poom poom, like just and it's getting all greasy in there. That was the most intense scene in the whole thing. And when I was watching that, I was like, I hope it goes up from here, but it went a different route that it took, you know. But that was Akira. I was watching that. I'm like, he just took this scene from Akira piece for piece, like when they're being gutted and squished and just taken in. That's when the dude's muscles get all big and it takes in other people.
Right. He also lifted the motorcycle shot from Akira.
Always, of course.
Yeah, man.
That was beautiful.
And that looked incredible. The horse riding in this looked incredible. The when she was on the electric bike driving, it looked incredible. That looked like it was taken from what's that military movie that came out? I'm gonna look it up, but it looks like it was from Dunkirk or 1940 something, like that old 1921 or one of those ones, because it looked incredible. I'm gonna see if it's the same cinematographer because this guy killed it.
Yeah.
Let me look this up right now.
Yeah, you're good.
This movie reminded me a lot about what was that last Tarantino movie? The Hollywood film.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah, it reminded me of that where you're shining light on the people that work behind the scenes.
Yes.
Because the highlight of that film was Brad Pitt's character, who was a crew member, similar to this movie, showing shining a light to black crew members who are often overlooked. So that was the common theme I found in this movie.
Yeah. Did the chimp metaphor work, or do you think it was a little bit of a stretch? I still think it was
a stretch, but it looked cool and it was a good scene.
Yeah. Whereas Get Out, the main animal used metaphorically is a deer, and that worked better because they hit a deer in the beginning. The father says something about, "Oh, I just wish we had no deer. I wish we could wipe them all out." And you're like, is he talking about deer or something else? What's he going on about? And then at the end, you see when the big reveal, we figure out what's going on, surgery, all that. You see a deer on the wall.
Yeah.
And you realize, oh, deer are a metaphor for black people because they're noble, but white people want to hang them on their wall, use them as decoration, use them for their own weird purposes.
That's what they used to do though in slavery. They used to dismember us and like keep body parts as like memento.
Yeah.
Weird.
So I thought that metaphor worked a bit better than the chimp in this movie, but here's what's gonna happen. Jordan Peele's problem isn't that he's gonna make bad movies. I don't think he's gonna pull a Shyamalan and next thing you know, you're like, this is shit. What are you stop?
Yeah, look, what the hell are you even talking about right now? Yeah.
Yeah, he's too smart of a guy.
Yeah.
His works are too densely constructed and too artistic. But I think haters might just keep going, this wasn't as good as Get Out.
That's it.
Not as good as that one. It's like, yeah, well, that's a masterpiece.
Exactly. That's a masterpiece. And he did it with such a low budget too. This one's a grand budget, This one's so with the chimp stuff, I get it for the parallel of character development. They did that, but the shoe just balanced with a piece of blood going on it, like just staying up like that. The lady who got torn up, being in the commercials. I feel like they did things in this to bend your mind, to make you think it's going away, to subvert your direction. You know what I mean? And it was kind of, I don't want to say cheap because that's too insultive of what it is, but it was like misleading. You know what I mean? Like they could have not had the shoe up, because I was like, why is the shoe up? And whole movie I'm like, we got to get the answer to why that shoe was up, but we didn't talk about it ever again. You know what I mean? It's like,
I will say this though, Get Out, and Peele's really good at opening a movie. With Get Out, black guy walking down the street, car next to him, creepy ass music. Instantly, you're like, oh shit. With this movie, he managed to get our attention in one shot.
Yeah.
Just one shot. And you don't even see what's happening in the shot. You only see half of a monkey and a foot and a shoe. And you're like, I've got to see the rest of this fucking movie.
Yeah. And that goddamn shoe. What is it doing?
Yeah, the fuck. But no, he's good. Do you think that he's going to slip into Shyamalan territory, or do you think that
it's possible? I didn't like the Twilight Zone show that he was part of.
But did he make that, or did he just slap his name on there?
I think he slapped his name on Candyman to give that some more, publicity. But
and that was
I think he worked on Twilight Zone, and I wasn't crazy about Twilight Zone at all. But you, Casey, did you watch?
I watched like the first when I was in Atlanta. I watched a little bit of Twilight Zone, but then I was like, nah, this ain't it, boss. I just turned that thing off. I was like, all right. I remember the original Twilight, and that was hitting. That still hits if you're watching that. But that was not it. Nah. Especially with Black Mirror and stuff like that out. Like you gotta kind of like hit that level or outdo it, or else don't bring it out at all. And they brought it out, and I was like, nah, come on.
Now I did have issues with the pacing in the beginning. I thought the first half of the movie was boring, and then the second half started building, and then the third half ended. I won't say strong, but it finished okay. That was my issues with the movie. Also, like you said, I was looking at things like the shoe standing up, the scene where he does a pump fake, and they have the fake aliens coming after Daniel Kaluuya's character. Yeah. I thought that was done well, and I thought that was basically his way of trolling the audience, because that's what I was expecting. I was expecting some type of creature to eventually like leave the ship and start like messing with them. But the plot twist is that the ship is actually a creature, which I even think that was that good of a plot twist, really.
No, I liked it because it's like, it's just another beast, another animal, just like everything else on Earth. It just eats and sleeps just like all of us. It does moves like a lion in the clouds. My one thing I had was like, why is that cloud not moving if it's not the ship? Like that cloud stayed there for 6 months not moving. What's with the cloud not moving? Like that's its hiding place. Like,
maybe it has some type of like not photosynthesis, but some type of like something that reflects light where it appears to be like a cloud or invisible. I don't know.
But it flew out of the
squid
cloud.
At the end of the day. It's a squid creature at the end of the day. That's why I feel like maybe it's some type of marine life that evolved.
Yeah, who knows, man?
Whatever the hell that is.
I don't think it matters. I think what matters is the overshadowing of the father and the trauma that it's put on the kids. I think that's the main linear part of the story, and everything else was just.
I feel like they wasted David though, man. Like you have such a strong actor like that, just for him to barely be in the film. He's barely in the film, man.
Yeah, but he was impactful for even the parts where he wasn't even talking. When he was just thinking.
I forgot he was in the movie until they showed this picture again. They're like jean jacket. I was like, oh shit, there he goes. Yeah.
I didn't
in the movie.
The movie, it didn't end on a scary enough note for me. What I like about horror is that it can end on like a fucked up note. They all die. Get the fuck out of the movie theater. That's what the movie's saying to you. Okay, nobody ends. Fuck you. I like when horror movies end like that a little bit.
I don't think this was a horror. I'm looking at
it. Yeah, I argue this is not a horror. This is a thriller.
Yeah, this is a thriller.
Yeah, but it ended too happily. What I would have preferred was that it end with them getting the footage, them destroying the creature, and they send it to TMZ, but they turn on the TV and they realize that it's happening all around the world. You've got all these creatures, and yeah, we know they exist, but now they're destroying all of humanity.
Yeah, I feel you. I was thinking it was going to end in all these little squid things were going to come out of that cloud, and they're like, nope, and it just credits. You know what I mean? Like all these little ones, like it was just going so crazy because it was breeding and it was trying to get food for its kid. It's a bunch of kids in the cloud, like a bird's nest. But they didn't end it like that. So I was like, okay, I see what they're trying to do. But I agree with you.
It was okay. Yeah. I have no intentions of watching it again, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll see it again.
I'll watch Us. I like Us. I'll watch Us again.
Yeah.
I'll watch Get Out again.
Yeah.
But for the, for this ending impact to be like some big coochie monster in the sky that they take a picture of, I'm good. I'm one and done with this film.
There's enough coochie monsters on Instagram to look at, right?
Oh, a ton of them.
The whole ton. With fans only, only fans too,
All
There's
these
a lot of them
monsters
out
online.
there. Got P-value watch.
Damn right.
So
overall.
what would you compare this to in terms of quality? Like, what's another movie that it's as good as?
I don't know. Akil, what you got? I don't know.
I'm trying to think,
Off the top of my
man.
head.
I'll pick I guess one of the Insidious films.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know. This because it just feels like he's in a league of his own right now. Like everybody's kind of putting out the same type of thing over and over, and he's writing these original stories while using those things that we love from the 80s. So I don't know. It's kind of
I got it, Casey. I figured it out.
Things, kind of
Malignant. Have you seen that movie, Malignant?
Yeah.
I put it on par with that. I give that movie a 7. That had a blend of comedy. It had a weird ass twist that took me out. I was done with that twist, but some people like it.
The twist is that it's some thing on her back doing this.
She needed to call Dr. Pimple Popper. She had like a mold creature on the back of her head.
Oh, I don't think
that
I
had
seen
arms and shit. And like when she fight people, she'll just turn around backwards, and she's just walking backwards, and it's the craziest looking shit ever.
Mm-hmm.
And in one scene, it's feeble and it's going like this. It can barely. It's like T-Rex arms, and the next thing you know, it's fucking murdering people and Power Rangers. It's the dumbest. But
that sounds like the monster, the dude from Total Recall who had like the little baby on his stomach.
Yeah,
like that.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Malignant was fun.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'd probably say Stranger Things with this, but just different.
Yeah,
that's where I'd put it up there with that. Like it's good, it's great, it has my attention, but when you come out of the movie, you start thinking about things. You're like, but wait, couldn't they just moved left? Or just think of different things. Like, but it's a movie, they're trying to tell a story, so I'm like, all right, I get it.
All right, Casey, look at this bullshit. She walking back. I busted out laughing, man.
I think I'm gonna go put this on.
Yeah, man. Go ahead and drink something. Take you some
good background noise.
Good back. Yeah, look at this shit. It's the dumbest shit ever. And people love it. They're like, yo, that movie went so hard, bro. That mole on the back of her ass was fighting people.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this out for sure.
It's some bullshit.
Okay. Yeah. So everybody's thoughts on it. Have we adjusted anybody's thoughts, or everybody feels the same as they did before we started this?
If you like it, you like it, man.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell you.
But still check it out. It's his weakest, but it's still good. It's still better than a lot of shit.
I don't think it'll hit as strong like watching it at home as it would in the theaters.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. But time will tell.
How do you think the general audience will perceive it?
I already feeling they're gonna be like, what the hell was this?
My audience cheered at the end, especially the part where the main character was standing on his horse when you thought he was dead, and he looked just like the silhouette of his grandfather. Everybody went crazy. Everybody was like, oh shit, because they wrapped all the parallels together. But I guess we might have seen something that people didn't see, So.
Y'all in Canada, y'all just happy to see a black person on the screen.
Y'all were like, finally, he's alive with him.
Yes, he's alive.
Hang him. Nah, man, when he looked like the silhouette,
waving the flag, Canada.
When he looked like the silhouette, because his father was so far removed from his ancestor, on the white horse, clean ass clothes, all this shiny shit, taking all the air, and he had the black horse, really putting in work, really doing it. Nah, man, it was dope, man. It was dope. Dope story.
And nobody cheered
for that. Watching it would be like he freed himself of the white coochie.
Freed himself of his dad and his dad's torment, man. That's what he did. You didn't notice they didn't even cry. His dad dies there, just like, I'm gonna sell the business slowly. It was like, yo, your dad just died. Cry. Daughter came back finally, still smoking when she gets uncomfortable looking at things like the dad's gonna pop out and curse her ass. Like,
oh, we forgot to talk about that one guy that worked at the fake ass Best Buy. That character, man. He ain't doing shit with his life. He's like, I have nothing going on. I could check these cameras for you. They're like,
he was good. He was a good character. He wasn't even supposed to be checking the cameras. He was looking at their cameras.
You're too fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Mind your business, man.
I say watch it again, guys. I say watch it again from the angle that I watched it at, and maybe you might enjoy it more.
No, you're not persuade me, Casey.
Yeah.
I'm my own man.
Wrongness then.
Sorry, what was that?
I said the angle of wrongness then.
Yes. I think for myself, okay? When
Yeah.
50 Cent told all y'all to stop listening to Ja Rule, I ain't listen. I kept listening to Ja Rule.
R. Kelly
50
too,
Cent
right?
ain't my daddy.
When the law said don't listen to R. Kelly, you had him on full blast, right?
I listened. Yeah, I sure did. I sure did. I'm gonna listen to what I want. Oh, ain't gonna stop me.
All right,
So
guys.
let me ask you this, since we're talking about Jordan Peele and horror, what's the last great horror that you saw that blew you away, made you couldn't get your mind off of it?
Black Phone was the last really, really good horror I watched recently.
Jeez. I don't know. I got to think about that one.
Casey, watch Black Phone after this. It's really good. It's a movie about this is on YouTube, so I gotta watch what I say. A child unaliver, and he's kidnapping kids around town. And he kidnaps this one kid, and then all his previous victims, the ghosts, are helping him escape captivity. So he's talking to all these different ghosts.
Okay, yeah, I've seen the trailer for this. It's actually good. It's actually scary.
Really, really good. Yeah, really good. It's I wasn't scared, but like Ethan Hawke does he's like a creepy like Michael Jackson kind of type of person in the film. He's like, oh, I need help with my groceries.
The last scene I saw that was like, oh my god, I think I'm gonna throw up, was probably Prometheus, when she was giving birth to the alien and she had to like do the surgery herself. You remember that?
Yeah,
that was probably the last scene. I was like, oh shit, I'm feeling like nauseous in this theater. I don't know what they're doing right now, but this is taking me out. Like, yeah, that was the last thing I seen where I was like, oh my god. Last movie though, I can't think of that right now.
Hey, Akil, going back to what you just said, Black Phone. The scariest part of the whole movie didn't involve Ethan Hawke. It involved the girl with the dad. Do you remember which scene?
Oh, when she got beat?
Yeah.
Yeah, child abuse is nothing in the 70s, man. They're just whooping kids.
Yeah.
If the kids weren't trying to kill each other, the parents were.
Yeah. And that girl sold it. That girl was acting.
Yeah, it's unsettling. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Check it out, Casey. It's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Mm-hmm. If you have a thing for child beatings, there you go. That's
thanks for putting that on me, asshole. Yes, I do. I will check it out immediately. Algorithms are hitting my phone right now, just sending me weird shit. I can see it popping on my phone. Maybe at work, like, what the hell is? Oh shit! A work meeting. Or not? What the?
You trying to see a kid get what he deserves? Watch Black Phone. What the? That chip in the trailer. Watch this little nigga get what he deserves.
Did y'all ever see Haunting of Hill House on Netflix?
Yeah, I watched that.
Yes,
that's my shit.
That was good. Yeah, I like the vampire-y one that they had after that too in the town.
Yeah, that was good.
That one was great. Yeah, they're doing their thing.
There's a new American Horror Stories called American Horror Stories. It's like
they were really creative with that name change.
Yeah, not really that creative with it. There's a new one with like a dollhouse. I have to say it's a good first episode. They were able to incorporate like a new villain, and then of course they know everybody loves Coven, so they're able to put the Coven in there as well. But off to a good start. They have one episode out right now.
Okay.
Nice. That's it for me. I have nothing else. Jordan, anything you want to plug? Want to let people know where you're going to be at? Are you performing this week? Anything like that?
Come out to Good Nights Comedy Club. I'm not on anything there, but just come out. I'll probably be there, like to get on stuff there. It's the best comedy club in North Carolina.
Nice.
So is that in Greensboro?
No, it's in Raleigh. It's like
8
minutes away from NC State. Yeah, 5 minutes.
Okay. I've never been there. I've only been to the Dirty Bull.
That was a good one too.
As soon as I hit North Carolina, I will check it out.
With a dog, I was like, "What am I getting myself into?"
Someone who's walking in with a dog or out
with a dog? Yeah. I said, what kind of white people shit am I about to get myself into?
I was in North Carolina. You guys are eating like wings and full meals in the strip club. So from when I saw that, I was like, anything is a go here. In Walmart, the guys had 2 guns on their fucking under their jacket. I'm like, hey, anything flies here. South of that Mason-Dixon right now. You do what you want.
You do what you want south of the Mason-Dixon, man. That's how we roll.
Yeah, so
I guess I might do a show at the Dirty Bull. I don't know if they have an open mic. I will.
Yeah,
be there.
come out to Dirty Bull in Durham.
nice.
Friday nights at 8. Really good time. And what else? I guess that's it.
Casey, anything you want to plug?
No, man. Right now I'm good. We got a lot. I'm working on a lot of things in the back, but it's coming soon. Trying to figure out, what do you mess with more, Twitch, Facebook gaming, or YouTube gaming? What do you guys watch more?
Twitch.
YouTube?
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip a coin, man. I'm trying to figure out which one to do some gaming on, and but he's all those different stuff. I'm like, all right, maybe just Twitch. Twitch is like oversaturated with so much people. I don't know. The pond is quite filled, you know.
Go ahead and pee in that pond and put your foot in there.
Yeah, I'll probably do that one. We'll see.
What I have going on? I'm on TikTok. I got a bunch of like teenagers telling me I'm wrong. You're wrong about Phase 4. It's not boring.
You jaded old man, you.
Hey,
People-
so what y'all
switching me and stuff. You're fucking wrong. You're fucking wrong.
so
I have like 2 different stitches, man. Of just people just telling me I'm wrong. They got some bitch trying to kill people with pink sauce. That's going on right now. Have you heard of the pink sauce?
No.
This woman's making like her own homemade ranch, and she's not even like refrigerating it or nothing. She's just sending it to people, and they're buying it and they squirting it on their chicken, and it's all pink and black. It's like Pepto.
Yeah, I was about
You
to
ever
say,
heard of
wait
the
for you to
pink
talk.
sauce?
I was like, she's sending people Pepto-Bismol. Just
It
running
looks
bellies.
disgusting.
Yeah, nah.
And she's not keeping it like refrigerated. Like you're just getting it in a hot ass box.
Throw her under a
And it
jail
got glitter in
immediately.
it too. She got glitter in the sauce. You eating glitter? How's that FDA approved?
They're choosing to buy it. Less people on the planet. I'm
Hey
for it.
man, hey, survival of the fittest, man.
Yeah, exactly.
So
She's
yeah,
doing
I got
God's
my
work.
TikTok beefs going on. Instagram, follow me at _back and now. That's you find both of us there.
Yep.
TikTok, our
Facebook fan
Facebook
page.
group, the Back and Now podcast fan page. It's private, so it's invite only because we're a bunch of assholes.
Some
But we're
wild
not trying to
boys,
lose
some wild girls in there.
Yeah, well, and we're not trying to lose our jobs, so we keep it private. And
Yeah, because jobs will be lost if people got the
Oh, yeah.
people
Yeah,
Snapchat some of the stuff people saying.
yeah, that group could never go public, man. I'll
the
be
job
on
will be
TV
lost.
apologizing for
Yeah.
everything. Yo, I was really wilding out in 2017 when I posted that shit. Those people don't mean those apologies. They're just like, look,
That's
you
just
got me.
fake. Yeah,
You got me. That'll be my apology. I'll just get on TV and be like, hey, you got me.
That's the one you caught me for. All right,
That's not what I did.
I can eat
baby.
that. I'll take a month off. You didn't see the other shit.
That's all you gotta do, is man. It's a waiting game. You wait it out. Y'all niggas forgot.
Yeah,
I'm back
Soon-
now. I'm back.
soon it's
get
gonna be
me
like
style.
soon a computer. The computer's gonna hit us up like an alarm, like a ding, like an Amber Alert. Like, we saw what you did on 5 months ago at 2 p.m. on Friday, what you said here, so you're canceled from the internet for 2 weeks. You know, like it'll be some shit like that. Just a message, like the hell. Fuck it. It was worth
hitting me
it.
with copyrights from shit from like 2008.
Yeah.
I was like, Zuck, you need to get your priorities straight.
You just got to keep
Ooh.
out-rhythming the algorithm.
You worried about what I was doing in 08?
Yeah.
He put up an old post. I guess he was trying to get me canceled. I said something like, where the bitches at? Look, man, I've evolved. Maybe in 08 I wanted to know where the bitch is at, but I'm a father now. I know where the bitch is at. They sleeping. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need to know the locations no more.
Yeah, I'm the sort of person where if somebody says, "Oh yeah, you said some messed up stuff back in 2019," I'd be like, "I probably did. Yeah, shit." Like,
But did you laugh though?
Exactly.
the answer, probably not. Like, I had a coworker. A coworker told me that another coworker doesn't like me, and I was like, "Why not? What did I do?" And she said, "Oh, so you said that because she was Palestinian, you hate her people." And I was like, "What?" And I was
No,
like,
you
"I
never
didn't
said
say
that."
that. Oh, no, I did say that. And I did say it, but I was trying to be funny. The joke was she is half Palestinian, and I said, "Oh, I'm half Jewish," which means I half hate you. I half want to oppress your people. And
sure, the HR.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So if it doesn't get a laugh, it is hate speech.
You have to put some self-deprecation in there. If you're like, I half hate you and I half hate me. So nice to meet you. You know what I mean?
I don't hate myself. I half hate her.
Damn.
Damn.
You hated yourself,
Exactly.
man.
I'm not with that self-deprecating shit. I'm a narcissist. Fuck all
you
that.
gotta hate yourself.
Yeah, you gonna make me hate shit. I look at myself. Damn right. Greatness. That's what you about to see is greatness. Damn it.
Oh man, jeez.
You gotta lie to yourself until other people believe it. That's the Kanye West method.
And then you'll be on stage with black paint over your hoodie.
You damn right with a mask on. Y'all don't understand genius. This is art. If I ever start getting booed doing stand-up, I'm gonna put a mask on and say this is art and cuss out the whole crowd. Kanye West style. Fuck you guys. This is art, goddamn it.
I'm scared, man. He's been too quiet lately.
Kanye, oh yeah, he's cooking up something. If it ain't meth, it's some type of music. I don't know what he's cooking.
Been too
But
quiet.
He's cooking up something.
I'm scared.
Meth? He does PCP, right? That's when he yeah.
He been hanging out with a lot of white women. I think meth is involved now.
It's just old school, expensive old school coke. That's what it is, man.
Nah, that's
no
Bruno Mars,
downer.
baby. That's why he left the door open. The nigga might die. I'm gonna leave the door open. He was doing coke in that bathroom.
Jeez.
Yo, speaking of drugs, Akil, you got me because I said you originally said you wanted to do this at 1, and I said, how about 3? And then a little later on, I said, how about 3:15? And Akil goes, yeah, you a drug dealer, man. Switching up times and shit.
He kept switching times like a drug dealer, like, I got some shit that I gotta, do. So we gotta move this again.
He just threw on a t-shirt and wiped off the coke off of him. He's in the bathroom in his underwear, just weighing shit.
I was like, that's not correct. But
the other dude in the room just came in looking to make sure he weighed everything right, didn't put nothing in his underwear. That New Jack City style.
Freddie back there laughing, man. Yeah. Freddie, man.
Freddie's just watching him, making sure he's cutting it properly, not stepping on that shit.
Freddie put a video up. It was him and another man in the sauna.
Yeah, I saw that.
The most progressive, brave shit I've seen.
Good for you. I'm proud of you, man. He looks so free. He looks so happy at the moment.
Had his chest hair out. Sweat glistening.
Yeah, man.
All right,
we got? Is that it?
Yes, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
All right, it's been another episode of The Back and Now. Let us know what you thought about Nope. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. You know where to reach us. And if you disagree with me, which you usually do, send an email to thebackandnowsquad@gmail.com.
That's right.
I am your host, Akil, joined by
your host, KC, K to the C. Thank you for listening, everybody. Peace.
Take it easy.